Good morning, good morning, good morning. Time to get this thing crack-a-lacking here on the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Where Black folk do read. We take 30 minutes a day, 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes a day to keep broke away, to get our mind right, to change the way that we think so we'll change our life. And so today we're continuing on in the book, How to Be Rich. That's right, How to Be Rich. It's a study of, it's actually a compilation of the world's greatest wealth builders. And I'm saying to myself, man, if we're almost done with this book and some people still haven't got the book. Isn't that crazy? You say, man, I'm tired of being broke, but I don't want to do what's necessary to fix broke in my life, which is, you should start by reading a good book. Read a book that'll change the way that you think, change your philosophy, change your perspective on money, all those type of things, get you into a place of equity and abundance. You got to change the way that you think. I'm telling you. Some people, you know what? Most people simply won't do it. You right? Now, most people simply won't buy the book. They'll go do everything else, but they won't get the book, the $15 book. Hey, I don't know. Some do, some don't, most won't. Right? Maybe you're the few. Maybe you're the 10% instead of the 90%. The 90% who waste all their money. 90% who does everything but build. The 90% who destroys. But it's only 10%. This is the reason why I say, man, if you start all over again, right? You put the same amount of money in 100 people's hands. They say, man, at the end of the day, it will fall right back into the same people's hands. Because those people have learned something that the other 90% simply haven't learned. Those 10% will do something that the other 90% simply won't do. We can do it all over again and it'll still be unequal. We can talk about the wealth gap, but it'll still be unequal because the people who are complaining about the gap won't do something about it. And what do they got to do? They got to change the way that they think, change the way they operate, change themselves, and then they can change their results. Well, good morning to you, Instagram Live. What's going on, Mr. AR Quality up in the house? Good morning to you, YouTube Live. This is New Black Wall Street Book Club where Black folk do read. You put in the book, we absolutely will find it. Man, I ain't going to take too much of your time. It's time to get this show on the road. 30 minutes a day to keep broke away. That's right, 30 minutes. Who knew it would only take 30 minutes? That's right, 30 minutes a day to keep broke. Uh-oh, where my music at? Uh-oh, wait a second. Hold on a second here. Where's my music? Oh, there we go. Whew, Lord, I was a little concerned there. Hey, Mr. DJ, hit the music.
Okay. It's the New Black Wall Street. Can make the day seem good club, yeah. And make the darkness bright. It's knowledge. Anything is possible. That's what you do. Change action, you will change your life. The New Black Wall Street never pays the price. When we hold our peace and never share the wealth, I'm talking non-help. I feel the people there. A little club dedicated to success of melanated and beautiful, educating you fully too. Take the world and pass it on to the kids. Build it and live for building the prophecy that we live. The New Black Wall Street Book Club. Introducing the host, show my brothers some love. The New Black Wall Street Book Club. The New Black Wall Street Book Club.
Let's go. That's right, man. I'm your boy, ERGJ, Certified Financial Educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, CEO of ERGJ Black Bazaar, international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. That's right, The Black Billionaires Club. It's a study of Black wealth. It's a study of the 12 richest Black people in the world today and how they built their wealth. And I just believe that if you want to be wealthy, that's a big word, if, by the way, because that means that you have to decide you want to do it. If, because everybody don't want to do it. If you want to be wealthy, you should study wealthy people. And I just decided I'm not going to study poor dad. I'm going to study rich dad. I've just decided I'm going to study billionaires and do what they do. Because if they can do it, I can do it. They got blood just like I got blood. They breathe oxygen just like I breathe oxygen. They ain't got nothing special about them other than they do something different than most of us do. And so I decided I'm going to study billionaires. This is what I do. You can pick this book up at www.theblackbillionairesclub.com, www.theblackbillionairesclub.com. $20 decision, another one. Easy, small money, easy money. I seen a whole bunch of people going to the Carter or the Jay-Z and the Beyonce concert. spending all their money away to be entertained, but won't spend one dime to educate themselves. See, my mentor says this. He said, formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. I made way more money on what I've taught myself than what college ever taught me. What school ever taught me. I've made way more money on what I've taught myself. That means I've chosen what I want to learn instead of being told what to learn. How about you? How about you? Are you tired of just making a living? Are you ready to start making your fortune? I'm telling you that what you decide to learn for yourself, what you decide, want to take control of what you learn, can turn into a fortune. You see, if you think about it, you say, well, hold on. This whole college system, this whole university system, it teaches all the people the same stuff. Well, what's going to make you unique? What's going to make you stand out? What's going to make you unusual? What's going to make you extraordinary if you're doing what everybody else is doing? See, it's the extra that gets you paid. It's the unusual that takes you to a whole nother dimension with your finances. It's the weird people that make a lot of money. Unusual. You want to have unusual type of money? Well, become an unusual type of person. You want to have extra kind of money? Well, become an extraordinary kind of person. See, things won't change for you people until you change. Until you take control. Until you take charge. Until you do something different. Keep doing what you've been doing, and you'll keep getting what you always been getting. Hey, let's get right into this thing, man. Hey, day number 18 of our Millionaire Mastermind card. That's right. Changing the way that we think. 21 days to change a habit. We're on day number 18, by the way. Again, this is something else. $20. I mean, a dub. And you can change the way to think. Oh, my goodness. Today is talking about giving up is not an option. That's right. I won't quit. Everybody put a console. I won't quit. Giving up is not an option. Simply says this: giving up is not an option, but repositioning myself is. My goal will be accomplished one way or another. My goal will be accomplished one way or another. Now, this is very interesting to me because I've got the same goal, but I've had to do a lot of different things differently. I've had to switch some things up, right? But I'm still going after the same thing. That's to build the money school. I ain't gonna quit. I might do it a little different. I might change it up. I might go left or go right, but I'm still gonna keep moving forward towards my goal. That's my dream. Not sure what your dream is, but giving up is not an option. Now again, guys, Millionaire Mindset flashcards. You want to pick those things up? I got 3 copies left, $20 to get those cards. They just inbox us. Let us know you want to get them. Instagram Live. Hey, Instagram Live got an inbox. Did y'all know that YouTube? Y'all got an inbox. We got an inbox now. Oh my goodness, YouTube is stepping up. By the way, thanks so much, man. YouTube's over here say also they won't take money to invest into themselves, but spend hundreds on concert tickets and expensive sneakers. So crazy, and say they broke. Really? Here's what I found: most people are not broke. Well, most people are broke. But here's what I found: it's not in what they make. I found it's found in what they spend. Let me say that again. Most people are broke, but I found that it's not in how much they make. More often than not, it's in how much they spend and what they spend it on. They find value in everything that takes money away and find no value in what makes money grow. Let me say that again for the people in the back. They find value in everything that takes money away and find no value in anything that makes money grow. You can choose to learn. That's what I do know. You can choose what you learn. That's what I do know as well. I just decided for a while ago, I said, I'm going to learn about money. And I'm telling you, once you decide that you're going to major in major things, once money becomes a major to you and you make it a priority to learn about it, and then you make it a priority to not only learn, but then teach about it, things change financially. Hey, let's get right into what we're going to talk about today, man. How to be rich, why not you? That's the book we're in, man. Probably got about another week in this book. We'll be done. We'll be moving on to the Billionaires Club. How to be rich, why not you? Everybody put in console, why not me? Why not? Why not? Why not You. And today we are continuing on in a rich inner life is soon rich on the outside. And we're picking up with, I think, James Allen. Yes, Master James Allen. He was talking about the power of meditation. And we're going to pick up, we're going to read yesterday's again, and then we'll keep moving forward today. Right? Why not me? Right? A rich inner life is soon rich on the outside. Let us begin. New Black Wall Street Book Club with Black folk. We do read The Power of Meditation by James Allen. One of my favorite authors, by the way. Spiritual meditation is a pathway to divinity. It is the mystic ladder that reaches from earth to heaven, from error to truth, from pain to peace. Every saint has climbed it. Every sinner must sooner or later come to it, and all weary pilgrims who turn their back upon self and the world and set their faces resolutely toward the Father's home must plant their feet upon his golden rounds. Without his aid, you cannot grow into divine state. The divine likeness, the divine peace, and the faithless glories of non-polluting joys of truth will remain hidden from you. Meditation. Everybody put in console meditation. Meditation is the intense dwelling in thought upon an idea or theme with the object of thoroughly comprehending it. And whatsoever you constantly meditate upon, you will not only come to understand, but will grow more and more into its likeness, for it will become incorporated into your very being, will become, in fact, your very self, if, therefore, you constantly dwell upon that which is selfish and debasing. You will ultimately become selfish and debased. But if you ceaselessly think upon that which is pure and unselfish, you will surely become pure and unselfish. You are what you think about all day long. So then the question must bear, what do I think about? Do I think about what I think about? What do I think about? I am what I think about all day long. And I was actually asking, I was talking to my friend just yesterday. And I reached out to him. I said, you know what I think about all day long? Yeah, do you know what I think about all? Anybody wonder? I ain't gonna ask you because you may not know what you, but anybody want to guess what I think about? And I'm taking some guesses today. Anybody want to guess what I think about all day long? Any guesses? Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun today. It's almost Friday. It's terrific Thursday. It's a great day to have a great day. Anybody want to guess? What does ERGJ, the Certified Financial Educator, what does he think about all day long? That's a great guess, by the way. Tanya said, I ain't making money. AR Quality Man over at Instagram Live said money. He said, think about money. That's interesting. That's close, by the way. That is close. I do think about money, but it really, you know what I think about all day long? What I think about all day long is how to help other people win with money. That's what I think about. What I think about is how to help other people make money. See, I understand that if I help other people get what they want, I'll have everything that I want. And here's one thing that I know other people want: money. But you know what else I think about? When I think about helping other people make money, how can I help them overcome their own thoughts about money? See, the biggest challenge is getting people to think differently, because a made-up mind, a made-up mind is the hardest thing to overcome. And we have simply made our mind up about this thing called money, whatever that thought is. And so as I think about how can I help other people make money, I realize the biggest hurdle is to overcome how they think about money, how they think about earning and returning and spending and investing. A made-up mind is the hardest thing to overcome. Most people have simply made up their mind that it's okay to be poor. I'm good with being broke. I'm good with just having enough when more than enough is available. That's what I think about. My question to you, though, is what do you think about all day long? You become what you think about all day long. See, there's some people that all they think about is struggle. All they think about is drama or despair. All they think about is what they don't have. It's the stuff that they think about trouble. And they don't realize that what they're focusing their mind on, they become. They wonder why they're stressed out or anxious or worry-filled. Because that's all they think about. That's all they think about. What you think is where you're going. Uh-oh. Mr. James Allen, what you think is where you're going. Tell me what that is upon which you most frequently and intensely think. That's what I just asked, by the way. He's trying to take my words, right? That to which in your silent hours your soul most naturally turns. And I will tell you to what place of pain or peace you are traveling, and whether you're growing into the likeness of the divine or the bestial. There is an unavoidable tendency to become literally the embodiment of that quality upon which one most constantly thinks. Let therefore the object of your meditation be above and not below. Uh-oh. Be above and not below. So that every time you revert to it in thought, you will be lifted up. Let it be pure and unmixed with any selfish element. So shall your heart become purified and draw nearer to truth, and not defiled and dragged more hopelessly into error. Meditation, in the spiritual sense in which I am now using it, is the secret of all growth in spiritual life and knowledge. Every prophet, every sage, every savior became such by the power of meditation. The power of meditation. Buddha meditated upon the truth until he could say, I am the truth. Jesus brooded upon the divine immanence until he could declare, I and my Father are one. Now, I'll tell you this. I think I said this yesterday. Most people simply don't make the time to think or meditate or pray. I mean, it's 24 hours in a day. You ain't made no time to meditate. To cut the TV off, the phone off, the radio off, to get away from everything and everybody other than to yourself. I would venture to say some people don't like being by themselves. It's hard for them to be alone for 30 minutes out of a day to simply think. And I'm telling you, that's why we're messing up. We're searching for everything, every answer outside of ourselves. And I'm trying to tell you this morning that every solution to any problem that you have can be found in the most incredible thing that you got on this earth, and that is your brain or your soul, however you want to put it. But most people simply won't dive deep into themselves. They won't make time to get alone. They won't make time to silence the noise and simply think. When's the last time you were intentional about silencing the noise, quieting everything else around you, and simply getting to your own thoughts? Some of us won't even do it when we go to sleep. We got to go to bed with the TV on. Crazy. We're scared of our own dreams. It's like the Gideon complex, right? Right? God came to Gideon and said, Gideon, you're gonna be a fearless warrior, whatever, something like that. And Gideon said, I'm the smallest and I'm the weakest of my family. Surely, God, you can't be talking about me. He was scared of the dream that God had given him. He looked at who he was or what he looked at his perception of himself instead of what God said about him. Are you scared of your own thoughts? And this could be true, man. Maybe your thoughts are impure. Maybe your thoughts are, they take you all these different places. But I'm telling you today, I said this, I keep saying this, I've been saying this all week. Are you in control of your thoughts, or are your thoughts in control of you? Who's in control? Do you control your emotions, or do your emotions control you? Who's in control? Do you run your day, or does your day run you? Who's in control of your life? The life that you live. The life that no one else lives but you. Who is in control? If any of those things run you more than you run them, I'm going to tell you this morning that you are out of control. And you may think just because I'm an adult, just because I'm of age, just because I'm over 21 that I'm in control. I'm trying to tell you this morning, if your thoughts control you, you are out of control. If your emotions control you, you are out of control. If your day runs you, you are out of control. If money is your master, you are out of control. Please say, man, I think all day different ways to improve my situation. We need to unlearn bad spending habits, learn how to understand money better to overcome financial depression. Who is in control? Now, how many of you guys can be honest and say, you know what, there's been a time in your life where you took control of your thoughts. Matter of fact, you dreamed on purpose. You start thinking about the thing that you want. You say, man, this is what I want. I want to get here. Yeah, I think about the money school. Hey, man, I can't wait. Anybody got something in their life, you like, man, I can't wait. And you start dreaming about it. You start thinking about it. It start consuming you. Now, some of us, we do this, right? We do it in a very crazy way. We do it when it comes to people. We may fantasize or all the stuff about people, you know? It's like, man, I really wish I could be with that person. You start thinking about it. They start consuming your life, right? We've done it before. We just maybe haven't done it intentionally towards some other things that we may want in life. The car that you want, the house that you want to live in, the type of work that you want to do, the people you want to impact, right? You ever thought or dreamed on purpose? Not just waiting on the dream to come, but dreaming on purpose. Going to bed and say, man, that's what I'm going to think about tonight. You just go to bed and start thinking. Then you fall asleep. Next thing you know, you're dreaming about this thing, and this thing becomes vivid. Your imagination goes to work, and you're sending it out on a mission, right? And what is that doing? What you're doing is you're saying, hey, I'm going to send my imagination out on a mission to bring me back a plan, to bring me back a vision of what I can't see. I can only take it so far from my conscious mind, but I'm going to let my subconscious mind take it even further than I can go. Whew. There's an unavoidable tendency to become literally the embodiment of the quality upon which one most constantly thinks. Let therefore the object of your meditation be above and not below. Every time you revert to it in thought, you will be lifted up. Let it be pure and unmixed with any selfish element. So shall your heart become purified and drawn nearer to truth, and not defiled and dragged down more hopelessly into error. Meditation in the spiritual sense in which I am now using it is the secret of all growth in spiritual life and knowledge. Every prophet, every sage, every savior became such by the power of meditation. Buddha meditated upon the truth until he could say, I am the truth. Jesus brooded upon the divine immanence until at last he could declare, I and my Father are one. Listen to this. Oh, this is going to get you. Praying for one thing and thinking another. Uh-oh. What you got to say about it? Praying for one thing, but thinking another. Now, this right here is critical. How many guys have done this in your life? You pray for something, but you start thinking about everything else. You start thinking about everything that counteracts that which it is you're praying for, you desire, you want. But you think about all the ways you can't get it, and so all the ways that you can. Oh, Lord, help me. I need some money. Then you start thinking, man, I can't get no money. Man, it's so difficult. Man, I'm broke. You start thinking all this stuff. Praying for one thing, but thinking another. Now, how counterintuitive is that? How does that work? How do you expect to get it? You don't. Meditation is centered around divine realities and the very essence of and soul of prayer. It is the silent reaching of the soul toward the eternal. Mere petitioner prayer without meditation is a body without a soul. Uh-oh. And it's powerless to lift the mind and the heart above sin and affliction. You ever thought about why you don't get what you're praying for? You say the prayer is powerful. You know it probably. You've used it, tried to, whatever. But you ever wonder, well, I prayed for this thing, but this has not yet happened. Petitioner prayer without meditation is a body without a soul. And is powerless to lift the mind and heart above sin and affliction. If you are daily praying for wisdom, for peace, for loftier purity, and a fuller realization of truth, and that for which you pray is still far from you, it means that you are praying for one thing while living out in thought and act another. You're praying for one thing. I wish to be in a church right now. You're praying for one thing. You do it Sunday morning. You say yes and amen to whatever the good Lord, the good pastor is saying. But then you go out and live in a whole nother way in thought and act in another. Let me say that again. That for which you pray is still far from you. It means that you are praying for one thing while living out in thought and in action a whole nother thing. I mean, it say the truth will set you free, but sometimes it'll hurt first. The truth will set you free, but it might hurt first. What's going to hurt? It's going to hurt your philosophy. It's going to hurt your mind. It's going to hurt your pride. It's going to hurt your ego. It's going to set you free, but it might hurt first. And this is simply why most people don't want to hear the truth, because it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt their ego. It's going to hurt their pride. It's going to hurt their self-absorbed esteem. It's going to hurt. We don't like to be hurt. Brother, I know you're telling the truth, but I don't like to be hurt. All this time I've been thinking this way, and it hurts to know that I've been thinking wrong. If you will cease from such waywardness, taking your mind off things you cling to selfishly, which bars you from the possession of the stainless realities for which you pray. If you will no longer ask God to grant you that which you do not deserve, or to bestow upon you that love and compassion which you refuse to bestow upon others, but will commit to think and act in the spirit of truth, you will day by day be growing into those realities so that ultimately you will become one with them. If you would secure any worldly advantage, you must be willing to work vigorously for it. And would be foolish indeed to wait with folded hands, expecting it to come to you for the mere asking. Do not then vainly imagine that you can obtain the heavenly possessions without making an effort. Everybody put it down, so effort. Do not think, don't even imagine that you can obtain the heavenly possessions heavenly possessions without making an effort. Only when you commit to work earnestly in the kingdom of truth will you allow to partake of the bread of life. And when you have, by patient and uncomplaining effort, earned the spiritual wages for which you ask, they will not be withheld from you. This is interesting. See, it's easy when I'm reading this and then maybe someone else is saying it or writing it. And this is James Allen. He wrote this probably 100 years ago. 100 years ago. 100 years of wisdom. And guess what? Some of us still are not reading the book. 100 years ago, I think this was written back in 1912 or something like that. And we ain't getting the book. Oh my goodness. But I find it interesting because, it says, faith without works is dead. We've heard that before, but yet we still have faith, but don't put in the work. Don't put in the effort. Maybe we think that because I pray, something else is going to make me change other than myself. Something else is going to bring me my good fortune other than myself. Something else is going to bring me that which it is I ask for other than myself. We don't realize that even though I'm praying, I still got to ask, I still got to seek, and I still got to knock. In other words, there's some action involved. See, one universal truth can't supersede another universal truth. I still got to sow to reap. It's a universal law. One law does not cancel out another law. They work in conjunction. Yes, you got to ask for it. Yes, you get the wisdom. Yes, you get the know-how. You still got to sow in order to reap. You're asking for one thing, but you're sowing another. Let me say that again for the people in the back. You're asking, you're praying, or you're going into the deep confines to request one thing, but yet you sow another. Oh, Lord, bring me. I need some money to pay my bills, but I'm going to go and buy this lottery ticket because I don't know if you're going to work for me fast enough. I'm praying and asking for one thing, but I'm sowing another. Oh, Lord, I don't have enough to take care of this, but yet I keep wasting all the money you keep giving to me. I'm asking for one thing, but I'm sowing another. I'm asking for wealth, or I'm asking for prosperity, but I'm sowing debt. I'm sowing, oh my goodness, I'm sowing looseness. I'm sowing everything that takes money away from my wallet, away from my storehouse, away from my bank account. But I keep asking for more. Why on earth would the God of this world give you more when you keep wasting what you got? That makes Zero. If you were God, if you created this world, if you made these laws of the universe, and you said, hey, I'm going to give you something, and you gave it to your son, you gave it to your daughter, and you're like, yes, you can have it. It's free. And you continue to watch them waste it, give it away, give it to everybody else. Would you keep giving them more? No. Now you might not, what's it called? You might not punish them because of your mercy. You might not punish them. You say, yeah, you're still my daughter. You made a couple mistakes. I'm not going to put you on punishment because I got mercy. But I can't give you more until. Whoo, I like that word. Everybody put a comment on until. I can't give you more until. Until what? Until what? Until you change. That's it. That's what you would do. That's what you would say as the father or the mother. I can't give you more until you change. Whew, Lord. Woo. This is the New Black Wall Street Book Club, where Black folk do read. You put in a book, we absolutely will find it. My $1 billion mentor says this, that price is what you pay, but value is what you get. Right now, I want to think about the price you paid to be here. 30 minutes a day to keep broke away. Didn't cost you a dime. It cost you something way more valuable than a dime, and that is your time. Time is something you can't get back. You've given it. But here's the thing, that's the price that you pay. Now I want to think about the value that you receive. And here's the question. Was this worth your time? And why? This is an opportunity for you to give back. I'm not asking for your money, I'm asking for your feedback. New Black Wall Street Book Club is invested in you, giving you something for free, exchanging my time to help you be better. In the comments below, I'd like to know, what value did you receive today? How did this make a difference? How did this help you? Are you thinking differently? Was this worth your time, and why? So here's the thing I understand. Most people simply won't wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning to empower themselves. But if it was something on TV that was going to entertain them, they will hop out of the bed so they can watch it and be amazed. I've just decided I'm going to educate myself more than I entertain myself. I've just decided this for myself, that I'm going to take time out of my 24 hours a day, which we both got 24 hours. It's all about what we decide to do at that time. I'm in control of my time. I'm in control of my day. I'm in control of my business, and more important than that, I'm in control of myself. Was this worth your time, and why? Now, I know I talk much faster than you type, so I'll give you plenty of time to do that as I share with you opportunities that you have available with you today. Number one, if you're on YouTube or Instagram Live or whatever, go ahead and like my page and follow my page or subscribe to my page, whatever you can do. Hit the heart button or whatever you can do. I don't know what all this stuff works. Okay, I don't know, but I know you can do something. Hit the like button, you hit subscribe button so you know when we come on, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, each and every morning, Monday through Friday. Number two, we have this thing called the Black Billionaires Club. It is actually a club. This is a part of it. Well, we, as a group, we hold each other accountable to success. I haven't found many places where people are serious about winning with money, serious about building that business, serious about building an empire. I haven't found many places. I found a whole bunch of places that talk, not many places that do. Well, you can join the Black Billionaires Club today. It's $20 a month. $20 decision to change your life forever. $20 to connect with people, like-minded people who you say you want to be around, to help you level up and win each and every week. Go to www.theblackbillionairesclub.com. www.theblackbillionairesclub.com. Got millionaire mastermind groups. We got Teach Me How to Profit training. I provide opportunities for you to make money right now. Start connecting with people that can help you get to where you say you want to go. And stop hanging around people who won't. who can't or who don't, right? You can pick up the book there as well. Pick up the Millionaire flashcards. You want to do that, inbox us. You can pick up the book, How to Be Rich, inbox us. Whatever it is that you feel you need to progress for success, do that today. Don't wait, don't delay. You know when I went and got this book? You know when I went and signed up for the Millionaires Club? You know when I went and did it? As soon as I heard about it. Does it make me different? Yes. Why? I don't know. Some people do, some people don't, most people won't. Bill Reed said, prayers without works is dead. There has to be effort. If you seek to help someone, then you will get what you want. Instagram Live Eric Quiet said, definitely worth my time. The great morning motivator and great information. I want the book. It is not currently in my collection, but will be. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Please over YouTube Live said, yes. Why? Because I have to focus on where I spend my time. I need to make sure my effort matches where I want to go and how fast I want to get there. Monica Allen said, value today. Wow. Praying one way and doing something else. My thoughts or actions must follow my prayers. Meditate positively. Mr. Mark Daniel, Wichita, Kansas says, it's empty your mind of negative thoughts and replacing them with beneficial, actionable information can be life-changing. Well, guys, I want to say this, man. I appreciate you taking the time to join us here this morning or whenever you may watch this, because this is being recorded for you to watch it at a later time. I want you to remember this, that it takes a village. And it starts with us. It starts with a man and woman looking in the mirror and deciding they're going to be the change that they want to see. Let's build, people. Let's build these bank accounts. Let's build these businesses. Let's build these ideas. Let's build our community. But most importantly, let's build each other. Old Rocket Proverb says this, if you want to go fast, you go alone. And many of us, that's what we've been doing. We're going fast, going by ourselves. We are the hare. But if you want to go far, if you want your money to go long, if you want your philosophy to go far, you want your business ideas to go far, you want your legacy to go far, you go together. We all we got. But guess what? That's enough. Now I pray to God to preserve each and every one of you today, that you'll go out today as you set your goals, that you'll crush your goals. And we'll have the opportunity to meet again tomorrow, God willing, right here, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Until that time, you know what time it is. DJ, hit the music.
It's the New Black Wall Street. Book club. Yeah. The show is open right now. So we'll be back again. Bet on that. Until next time, happy success.